All right, welcome back. Episode 4, Dirty Water Dispatch. Roll the intro, baby. All right, and here's your host, Italy Jet and Leslie. I felt like I wanted to go more with that lately. So, Leslie, how you doing?
Good. It's Martini Wednesday, so cheers,
Oh,
everybody.
cheers. I got Diet Coke. Cherry Diet
That's
Coke.
also delicious, especially
It
if you added
is.
some vodka to that. It'd be spectacular.
I feel like for me it's champagne. Diet Coke and
Ooh,
champagne. That could be
yeah.
interesting. What do you think? No?
The
Maybe?
cocaine drink. That's what Tom Hanks.
Yeah, exactly.
Tom
I
Hanks.
like
Yeah,
that. I like that.
yeah.
Yes.
Diet Coke and champagne. It's actually a thing. So
Yes.
yeah,
Yes. I have seen that before, so I know what you mean. If people
delicious.
if,
By the
if people
way,
don't if people don't know that, you need to go back and we're not crazy. And
we're
we don't
not
pro-
crazy.
yes, we don't promote
Well,
that,
not
but
about
it's but
cocktails
this but
anyway.
th- right, but that is right though. You do if people don't know, you need to go back. Anyways,
It's delicious. Try it
welcome
out.
to the Dirty Word Dispatch. I'm Italy Jed, and we have Leslie, co-host as usual to our pod. This is episode 4. All the latest Red Sox news and rumors on Boston Sports Zone. Boston. Leslie, how you doing? And start us off.
Good. Yeah, no, I'm doing great. Doing great. I think John Henry is trying to kill us all a little bit this week with his, just this much information coming out of his mouth.
Right.
Yeah. And I can't find the quote again, but I had seen it and I think I'd messaged you something about him that he was really comfortable with the number that they were gonna propose to Juan Soto. So I don't know. I don't see news that we have him, so perhaps that wasn't quite enough that we needed to
Right.
get.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
But
The
I don't know how I
teasers.
feel about Juan Soto as well. I mean, I love him. Don't get me wrong. I think he's a fantastic, phenomenal player. But in the back of my mind, I always have that A-Rod moment. Like sometimes the best deals are the ones that you don't make scenario
Oh,
going through my head. Especially for the money. Like how much could you get? Like could you get the pitchers and the arms and the bats that you need for that kind of money? So because Juan Soto
oh.
is also a lefty. He's not a righty.
Yeah, but he's
We
young.
need a righty.
He's young. That's the
He's
thing.
very young. I know. I mean, I'm not like
I
if
get
we
it
get
though.
him, I'm going to be the happiest person on earth. But in my head, that's just running back there.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. If you don't spend that money, then we have a lot more money left over.
We do
But
have a lot more money to play with. You
my
still have
thing
to spend
is,
it. But yeah.
yeah, but okay. So here's my thing. If Juan Soto does come here, that means Abreu's gone.
Yeah.
I think Abreu is gonna be a package for something.
Yeah.
Shout out to Abreu, Gold Glove,
Gold
phenomenal,
Glover.
phenomenal. Love every minute of it. That just builds the stock up. To be fair, um,
To be fair, I like our entire outfield how it currently sits. So
Ref Schneider's coming back. We know that. So
yeah.
Yoshida's here for now, but Duran is here for now. If you add someone like Soto, does this and this is what all social media is talking about right now. This isn't us making shit up. Does this clear the past few years of all the wrong trades, wrong signings, wrongdoing that Henry has put together with Cora, with the GMs? Does this clear everything?
No, absolutely not. It doesn't clear
One
anything until you.
signing, does it all go away?
No, absolutely not. You don't get any credit for anything until you get to postseason, in my mind.
Thank you.
You
I
get
am the
no
same way.
credit until you're hitting the postseason. Because just because you signed Juan Soto, I mean, did Juan Soto win them the ring? He didn't. So no.
I agree.
Just my
Pe-
opinion.
People people are saying that this one signing is going to clear everything. Like this is going to
Absolutely
be
not.
like
They haven't lived through this. That just tells me they're too young. They don't remember.
that this doesn't clear anything.
No.
It's a great signing, but Not
Yeah,
one player can win a championship.
correct.
It's a whole team, it's a whole staff, it's a whole starting pitching, relievers. It's everywhere. If you don't have good pitching, you're not going to survive in the playoffs anyway.
One
So
one player doesn't. I mean, Poppy's not winning that on his own in 4, 7, or 13. So absolutely not. One player does not
I
solve your
agree.
problems.
I agree. So I think for me, it helps everything, but it
Hmm.
doesn't help the main needs. It's a great
Yeah,
signing no matter what. If we can afford them, that's great. But there will be a lot of more moving pieces that go with it. So I'm a yes for signing Soto,
yeah.
but it's just the beginning.
Well, it's just beginning, and to be fair, they do have the money. It's just whether they want to spend it.
That's like, are they going to spend it only on Soto, or are they going to get a couple pitchers that are like, eh?
Right.
Or are they
Yeah.
going to get like two or three pitchers, one
They're
reliever,
good.
and
Yeah,
then maybe just
exactly.
get Teoscar Hernandez or the guy from the Orioles or someone else, which I'm totally okay with. But there's going to be a lot of moving pieces, and that's where we go to starting pitching rumors.
Yeah.
Burns, you know, Crochet. I mean, Fried. Honestly,
Hmm.
if they do that, that changes everything.
It does.
That
You
changes
have the
everything.
arm. Yeah.
Pavetta's gone. Like that would be Pavetta's gone. Crawford's gone. They are gonna. Well, they're working on maybe an extension, maybe with Hauk. I think Hauk comes back.
I think Cal comes back. I think we need to not exhaust him like we did last year. I really think that was part of the issue. I think he was just so burned out by August that we kept
Mm,
asking more and more of him. But there's only so much you can do, and there's only so much, Andrew Bailey can turn to magic.
mm.
And that's just my opinion. And I think he comes back for sure. I don't know that he's going to be as great as he was during the first half of last season, but I think he comes back. But he did shock the holy crap out of all of us when that happened. I mean, honestly, I don't think any of us thought Tanner Houck's going to be the one that changes
He,
our lives in the first half of last
to be
season.
fair, he wasn't the same at
It was
all
no,
since the All Star game.
no,
So
yeah, it was like the rest of the
yeah,
team, quite honestly. I mean, the rest of the team also
yeah.
just completely fell apart.
Especially Brian Bayo. So
Yeah.
Brian Bayo, we locked him up. I'm glad we did. It was a great
Hmm.
smart move. But the thing is about Brian Bayo is where was Brian Bayo? So that's even a question mark. Lucas Giolito, we know what he's done in the past, but then it's injury time. What is he going to be now? So that's even a tick tock to see what happens.
Yeah.
Or do we trade him in the middle of the season? But if we do get his buddy, Max Fried,
Hmm.
then it's like, okay, then is this going to push them? They got the same agent. So that's there's so many moving pieces, and I feel like people are like, no, let's just get Corbin Burns, let's just get Fried and Blake Snell and call it a day. For me, I don't want Blake Snell, and I don't want to trade for Montgomery. I don't think they're not going to get anybody back from Diamondbacks in Montgomery.
No.
I
Well,
just think,
here's the thing. Not after what happened last year with those two. Absolutely not. Right. Like,
right,
no, no.
right. And honestly, I mean, it was a down year for both of them,
It
Snell
was.
and Montgomery. So I love the new addition though with the bullpen when they got Holt from the Orioles. I think he's going to be a great bench coach in the bullpen out there because he's got a lot of great experience with all kinds of different teams, including the Orioles.
Yeah.
But that's great. But if I'm looking at guys right now, that's leading me towards okay, we might be getting a Corbin Burns, former Oriole. That could be a big thing to come
It really
here
could.
and see. I don't think and then maybe a Max Fried because of the Giolito situation. But I think there's another name that we need to consider, and I think it's Nathan Evaldi. Does Nathan Evaldi, with all the history,
All the history.
does he come back? What are meetings are about to begin here soon? So,
Hmm.
like, what I say no, but
Yeah.
there's always that maybe because he is getting older. He wants a championship team, just like all the other players that are coming to Boston. They need to know that this is not a one. It's not like, I mean, it's not the Yankees a one and done year. I mean, this is a project.
It's a project. It really is. And I mean, you have to think that Nate left us, 21, right? I mean, that was kind of the last real big thing for him here. Um, I mean, he declined his $20 million offer with the Rangers. So there's that. Dozen other teams are looking at him. What do we offer him that's going to be in comparison? And is just the opportunity to come back to Boston and kind of finish what you started, even though, I mean, he technically did in 18.
I mean, he definitely did finish what he started, in my opinion. I don't
I
know.
mean, in 18, right? That's like a while ago. I'm just
Uh huh.
saying. I mean, he did 25 starts with a 3.63 ERA last year.
Right.
At that point, as much as Nikki P, Nikki Pivetta, it's not that far off, honestly. It's not that far off. So do you stick with what you know? I
I
mean, if
say
that's your
no.
option, I don't
Yeah.
think so either. But I mean, you're kind of close with that, and you already know what you're dealing with Pavetta. In the
Mm,
last, I mean, recently anyway, you know he's going to be have an ERA over 4. That's just you just know that. You know he's going to eat innings. You know what he's going to do. I'm a huge fan of having Evaldi back, but I like that nostalgia. I'm like a nostalgia person, as you everybody knows. I'm like a crazy '04 fan. But you trade Pavetta, right? You trade him, and then you can get your compensatory pick as well, like we did with Christian Campbell,
mhm.
who the Lord willing we're going to do something with. So I don't know. Sorry, my nose itches. I'm like
I
going crazy
think
here.
I think he's won 2 World Series. I think he's just going to continue to go after a contending team. So I don't think this is. I think this is the end. I don't think he's come back. If he does come back, I would be really shocked.
I
But I
would too.
think
I mean, I'm always
but
happy to have him on my team, but I
yeah,
don't think we're going to offer him anything that he's going to be like, oh wow, like I'm going to go
yeah.
back to Boston
The
and
money,
do
the money's
whatever.
going to play a part too for sure. But I think him. It's kind of like the Chris Sale experience, right? The Chris Sale, that's done.
I
And then
mean,
he
here's my thing with that though. Like I could have got another year out of Chris Sale, honestly, and enjoyed him for one more season in Fenway. Is how I look at it. I did enjoy watching his revenge tour though. That was fun.
no, because I knew that was going to happen.
I know.
So, because it seems like everyone that comes from Boston goes out and then they win. So,
Yeah, I know. I mean, you knew it was going to happen. It's just
right. But everyone was
seriously.
like, but here's the thing. Everyone was like, is Chris Sale's going to get injured? No, I bet you in the right system, starting over. And he even admits his time in Boston in the beginning was dope, but at the end, it was not great. He even admitted that.
It
So,
was, I mean, it wasn't great. I do like the story of, him in 18. Like they didn't call him up.
for
He just
sure.
got up and walked off the field to do that last, bit.
Right.
Um, which
And then it's
that's
like,
the
crap,
sale I love, right?
who was our closer even back then? 2018. Because now I'm like, I'm tripping
Kimbrel.
now.
Wasn't it Kimbrel?
Oh shit, that's right. Oh my god,
Yeah.
I forgot to be fair, and I
And
yeah
I am like, that's why Chris Sale like walks on the mound. And I'm like, this is fantastic. I don't have to have a
bruh.
stroke now watching this. This is going to be the best day of
Yeah,
my life.
Kimbrel makes life a living hell for everybody. Anything.
Yeah.
When he's on, he's on. But man, when he's off, he's off. He's
I
bad.
mean, honestly,
So
I sit
crazy.
there, watch the games, pray the rosary at the, postseason when Kimbrel pitched for
Pray the
us. Like,
pray the rosary. Yeah. I love it. That's great.
you know what it is, though,
That's
right?
great.
Like,
Oh, for sure. I love it. And
yeah,
then Nikki P, maybe going elsewhere. I don't think it's a maybe anymore. I think he really is. He's going to get the
yeah.
bag. He's going to get the bag. And I don't think he really deserves the bag, but he's going to get his bag. He's going to get his bag. This is the time to do it. I think you like again, you're one of our most dominant pitchers the first few months. Then the All-Star break came and you fell apart. And you were even at times our best pitcher, too,
Yeah.
at times. But I think the experiment is over with. Either go back to Canada or go to the Twins, like you said, Canada Blue Jays, somewhere else. I just think the experiment is over, especially with his high ERA for a starting pitcher trying to get the bag. I still think it's like, what?
Yeah, I mean, I did read in the article today, Sports Illustrated put it out
Yeah.
there that the Twins were, going after him or whatever. Um, I'm sorry, that's not that story. Just a second. Let me rewind in my head.
Rewind.
Um,
Rewind.
that he does, Pavetta does have like extraordinarily high value in the MLB, as much as we don't think that might be the case, right?
Right.
In the sense that we trade him, we get the good pick. So I think it's time. I think you gotta move on. I've said this a million times. You gotta go with what gets you to postseason and put together that team. So we have to do it. Now, you get rid of Nikki P though. I do need someone to come in, like better him,
But
not be the same or worse.
that's the
You know what
thing
I
though.
mean?
If Nikki P comes back, these are starting pitchers as of right now. You got Giolito, you got Bayo, you got Houck, you got Crawford, you got Pavetta. Those are your 5 starting pitchers right now. Okay. When you look at those 5 starting pitchers, that's not a postseason team. That's not
It's
even a
not.
middle of the half team. Now Bailey can do the best he can. Bailey is a very good, as we have seen his first year
Yeah.
as our pitching coach. He has done miracles, but in the middle to the back end of the season, it was starting to wear out. It was starting to that steam wasn't steaming anymore. That
Yeah. A
candle was
thousand
definitely off.
thousand
So
percent. Yeah.
so
You gotta
it,
shake it up.
if
You
you're
gotta
going
do
to
it.
trade Crawford, which I think they are, and you're going to get rid of Nikki P, that means 2 pitchers are going to come in. 2 pitchers are going to come in. Are they going to be better than last time? I think so. I don't
I
think we're
think so.
messing around. I don't think we're messing around when it comes to starting
I don't
pitching.
I don't think they're messing around for the sheer fact that this is it just sounds crass, but I think it's true. The asset of the Red Sox needs
Mm-hmm.
to win for John Henry. So he knows he has to do something this year. Whereas
Right.
last year, I
He's
think
not
he
going to.
thought he could kind of skate by. And they did.
Right.
If they would have kept the same momentum
For
pre
sure.
All-Star break, we make it to postseason. But I think he realized at that point that something had to change and
The
let it
last
go.
3 years are way too important. Like the
The
last
last
the last 3
three
years were
years,
way
man.
too important that this team was hitting, but the
Yeah.
pitching was bad. It was
Yeah.
way too important. They messed up. Don't be the Cardinals, John Henry. Okay, don't be the Cardinals, Mozeliak, and everyone else. That's why they're gone. Heimblum is in. I still think Heimblum's going to do a great job. But here's the thing: don't be like the Cardinals. Act now. Do what you got to do. Make the team better. But even though they did sometimes, the coaching wasn't there. Everyone still believes in Cora. I don't believe in Cora, but I know a lot of other people do. But if they
I
can work
really want
miracles
to
with
believe in
that,
Cora. I want to
um,
believe in Cora. I don't
yeah, I've
really.
been really hard on him lately. I really
I
have,
have been. I mean,
and
but I think that's
it's
part of
gone
a
really
fan's
bad.
thing, right?
Yeah,
Like
it's
you
been
need to
bad.
be.
It's been bad. I've been bad, but like it's just the tune of my horn right now.
Yeah.
So
There's no
it's
shame in that. I mean, like, honestly, you gotta
yeah. It
I
is what it
still
is.
want like Tito. I know we talked about this last time, but like Tito, I'd still owe to chosen him a million times over.
Right. And then our last topic.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, don't. Oh no, sorry, no, my nothing to do with you. Just get it done. If you're not gonna get Soto, get this done. He deserves to be in a Red Sox uniform.
We deserve it. I don't know if he deserves it as much, but we deserve to have
It's
Teoscar
his favorite
Hernandez.
play. It's his favorite place to play.
Yeah.
Get
Well,
it done.
that he's right-handed. For the love of God, he's a right-handed batter. Be perfect for the outfield since we're likely losing Tyler O'Neill, not the football player. Yeah, I mean, he did receive his 21 million qualifying offer from the Dodgers. I'm not sure that that's going to be enough to keep him there as much as he claims to want to be a Dodger. And how could you blame him? I mean, they just won the series and great, great team over there. And honestly, they'd be idiotic as the Dodgers not to keep him, in my opinion. especially with their needs in their outfield, and that's why he's such a good fit out there. But I'm for it. Get it done. Offer him whatever you need to offer him. Get him in a Red Sox uniform. Especially, like I said, you're losing part of your outfield already, probably. So let's get it done.
Especially that now the Orioles and Red Sox are the only teams in on him right now. Dodgers will probably come up later. But if Soto does go to the Dodgers, I think the Red Sox are going to go hard
They
for
should.
Hernandez.
I mean, I think they should go hard before that even happens, quite honestly. Like, get it get it done. I think this would be such a great fit for us. He'd fit in so well, I think. And who does not want Teoscar Hernandez in that Red Sox uniform? I would. This is just me talking. I'd rather have him than Juan Soto.
Oh, interesting. Two different players.
Two different
I get it.
players. Two different players. I mean,
Wow, they're so similar in some areas,
it's very similar, but he has
but
the bat that I need,
yeah,
and that he's
it's
right-handed,
probably
and
cheaper
we need
too. Yeah, cheaper too.
cheaper,
Made for Fenway.
made for Fenway. You get a
I
little
would
more
take either one.
playroom with your budget. I would I'm never gonna say no to Juan Soto. Let's get real, but do you get more?
Damn,
Do you get more?
it's so weird. So weird that we were talking about this because like I never thought this was like a thing, but right now, it is the Red Sox and the Orioles.
Yeah.
Um,
For Juan
if
Soto, I mean, I will say this as well. Sorry to interrupt you. I
no,
mean,
go
I
for
think
it.
it
Go
was
for it.
Steve. I think it was Steve Peralt who put out the tweet of literally every single team in the MLB going after Juan Soto. Just these teams are talking. It's no problem, you know. Like, it's just these
True.
ones and the Red Sox. So I mean, so I was like, that's all. That's it.
That's
Um,
that's it.
yeah.
It's interesting. I will.
To be in talks with either of them though is phenomenal. So let's keep it going.
I think it's like I said. And like you have said too. There's a lot of stuff going to be happening between now and next week. There's going to be a
Mm-hmm.
lot of moving things. If Nick Pivetta does leave, which I really think he will, maybe a 37 could be for Hernandez. Or we get Soto, which I don't think is going to happen. Or we get Sanitar from the Orioles, which I'd be totally
Yeah,
okay with. But
another great
overall,
choice.
overall, we know for a fact right now, as of right now, for a fact that O'Neill looks like he's not going to come back.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the one I was talking about. Sorry, I spoke earlier. The Sports Illustrated was reporting this afternoon anyway that the Twins were likely picking him up. So, I mean, it sucks, honestly. He played 113 games last year, which is the most since like 2021 that he'd played in a season. And he'd hit 31 home runs. I mean, it does suck, honestly, because I'm a huge fan of Tyler O'Neill. Offensively.
I don't know how he. I
Defensively.
don't know how he's won Gold Gloves in my opinion.
I mean,
I
there
just
was
don't get it. I just
again
don't. I,
pre All-Star break, it was pretty good, and then that happened, and it was like,
yeah, I don't get it. I don't. It's
so,
and I mean we're in the Midwest, so we've seen a lot of Tyler O'Neill.
yeah,
So
exactly.
I don't get it. But he was very dominant at one point. But
Yeah,
attitude definitely got in the way. He had a great offensive time with the Red Sox. I think it's a good move to not bring him back.
I think
For
so
me.
too.
For me,
Yeah,
I think there's something better out there. I think it's gonna
yeah.
work out. It's gonna
Teoscar
work out.
Hernandez, right there. That's who's coming.
I still think it's gonna work out. It's gonna work out no matter what. But
Yeah.
Leslie, any final thoughts?
Final thoughts. No, I will say, and promoting another person's podcast, but it's really, really good. I just watched it. Baseball is Dead. Their um, little documentary that they did with Dallas Braden and his last ride at Oakland. It's really, really good, and everybody
Mhm.
should check it out. It's
Check
phenomenal.
it out. Check it out. Baseball is dead. Love it.
Baseball is dead. Really good.
Well, make sure to follow Leslie Nicole 617 on social media platforms. It's right there. It's somewhere over here. There you go. It's right there. Follow me, Italy Jet, on all social media platforms. We'll be back next Thursday night. Dirty Water Dispatch. We are here once a week, Thursday nights. And then just enjoy the chaos or don't. I get it completely either way. But
Yeah.
we love you guys. Follow us at Dirty Water Dispatch on Twitter and Boston Sports Zone Boston on Twitter as well. See you later, guys. Peace.